Testing, testing. Mic 2, mic 2. Do they say mic 2? Mic 1, mic 1. Testing, testing. So welcome back to another episode. I am Carolyn Cash and I'm a beauty and self-care content creator here in Kampala. You might want to go and check out some of my old videos to get a sense of who I am, who I is. Support a community. Guys, this community is growing. I beg you, I am on my knees. Please subscribe and let's just have the best time ever. Ndiwaka lero, ndiwaka. And I had just taken a shower. That's why my face is looking pale. And I said to myself, why don't I just pull out my camera and just hang out with you guys for like 5 seconds? You know what I mean? Honey, my face is tight. She's tight. You guys remember this wig? I've had this wig for like a second. And she's so cute and she does her thing. I had recently taken her for washing at Mbadja's in town, and they had washed it, conditioned and stuff, and it's just looking fresh, it's smelling fresh, and you know, just wanted to look put together ish while I sit and have a chit chat with you guys about the latest. I usually do something called the check-in on my Instagram, and I had communicated to the Instagrammers that I don't do that anymore. Instead, I want, because I usually film those clips in Snapchat, then I post in Insta stories, and they can be very, very long because each video is like 2 minutes. So I have to edit it in half because Instagram story, each story takes 1 second. 1 minute. Each story takes a minute, so I can't post 2 minutes. I have to divide them each. It's a lot of work. And then go and post, and they can be so many. Sometimes they're like 10. And I used to watch my other fellow creators doing long Insta stories, and I would find myself just doing this and just not watching the entire thing. And I was like, that's just a waste because we work so hard to put out whatever it is we are putting out. So I told them I am transporting that to YouTube, and I feel a lot of those Insta stories were usually about life updates, what I was doing the previous day. And I was like, why don't I just bring it here on YouTube? And then they can really get the gist, because here it's long form. On the stories, it's just short and you can only watch so much. So I told them we shall be doing that here. And it will be in form of a life update, and that is what we are doing today. So we sit down and we have a chit chat. It's usually very long, so honey, bring out your cup of tea, bring out your snack. Hopefully by the time I edit this, it will be in the evening. You're relaxed, you know. We're going to do like a cute do you know what I noticed about myself? I have mad nose hairs. Now my nose hairs are long. I feel like I get them from my dad. He used to have long nose hairs. And there's a time I genuinely walked into a barber shop and I told the guy I want to trim my hairs. Otherwise, how are people getting rid of them? I know that some people use hot wax, but that's if you go to a place that waxes and they're like... And when I go there to the waxing situation, I don't see the nose on the menu. Let them add nose so that I can be going there to wax my nose. Honestly, it's like, I'm like, and my face gets mad hair. I told you that she could trim my face the other day, was like low-key freaking out. She was like, Carrie, you haven't trimmed your hair in a long time. Usually I like my face a bit wet when I apply my toners, but I'm too lazy to go back to the bathroom and do that. So let's just go in with our essence. Actually, essence is fast. I usually forget about this guy. I remember her at night. I just feel like at night, that's when you should really layer the hydrating products, because you're going to sleep, the beauty sleep, serotonin, is that what they call it? And the body is now working to regroup and all that stuff. So hydrating products are amazing for nighttime. During the day, sure, if it's a hot day, when you have dry skin, layer up, you know, keep your face moisturized. So this is the Essence by Cosrx. We talked about this the other day, and she's just pretty. First things first, I got 2 complaints from some individuals on here. And I have to make sure I say there are two, because there are only two, and that's the truth. If there were more, I would have told you. And they were complaining about my color grading. And the thing is, I love to experiment with color grading. I like to play with different colors and stuff and just see how things look. I'm having fun with it. And I guess they missed that video when I was talking about that. Like, oh guys, I'm going to start color grading, so I want to have fun with like different shades and stuff like that. I guess they missed that. But you have to also realize that when you're watching, it's not just you. There are other people watching as well. Okay, and I'm not here to please the entire world. So if you don't like something, keep it moving. Maybe wait for the next video. Maybe it will be better for you. But I can't customize whatever I do to your preference unless the entire channel is saying change it. Okay, but if you're just one person, let alone just two people, I'm sorry, but it's just giving. You can deal with it. Like, let's not be entitled. Okay, sometimes when something you're visually seeing someone speaking, just watch. I promise the sun will still rise tomorrow. This is the propolis synergy toner. We talked about this as well. I'm indoors today because I'm going to have a very long day tomorrow, and usually when I have a long day the next day, I like to stay in and just rest and just mentally prep myself. It's very important that I mentally prep myself, because if I do not do that, I become very irritated. I become very cranky. All right? So mnange, when you know who you are and how you be, you create systems in place that can support that. So yeah. I have a long day tomorrow. The last time you and I spoke, I had gone to the spa to get mud wrap, full body mud wrap, which I did, but technically that was work. It was like I was trying out something to get the sense of how it feels and whatever. So got that done, and then now I'm going to film it tomorrow. But I'm not only filming that, I'm filming two others as well. So I'll be filming 3 treatments. I'll be filming a crystotherapy treatment, that mud wrap treatment. I'll also be filming a hot stone massage treatment, right? Most people are not influencers. But let me give you like a rough background of what that looks like. I imagine I'm going to go to this spa tomorrow, right? Hopefully 10 in the morning, because I would love them to keep time. I sat here and I drafted, number 1, the details of each treatment. So there are 3 treatments, so I drafted details for each. Then I drafted a voiceover for each. Then I also drafted a brief for the videographer, because when I send it to him, I want him to look through those things so that when he comes to film, he has a bit of a guide. Like Kara said, that this treatment involves this. So, okay, where is this? Okay, let me film that. It's like a bit of a guide alongside me being there. I just don't like to yap too much. I like just to instruct. So I send you these briefs so you can read them, understand them. Tomorrow, things are familiar, because these videographers don't know these beauty things, and that's the truth. And let me tell you something. Majority of the videographers in Kampala don't know how to film beauty and lifestyle content. They don't know, because I find it's very intricate. If you're filming a treatment, there are some things you need to look out for, right? The products that they're going to use, and also sometimes it's just the vibe of it all. Like if I'm using a hot stone massage and they are putting these stones in a particular place where they warm them up or whatever, it's also for you to capture that. If there's like steam, you want that in there, you know what I mean, to give that ambience. I can't break it down, but you get the gist. Hope so. Yeah, so I like to break that down for him so that he can get like a rough understanding. And I feel, having worked with him so far with some other treatments, he's starting to get it. He's like, oh, okay, but like details are important. It's not for you to stand aside and just grab things like, yeah. So I had to do a bit of pre-preparation, sent it to the proprietor as well. You can go through the details of each treatment and then make sure that whatever it is you're presenting tomorrow matches what I've written. You get the gist. This is the tea tree Some by Me, AHA, BHA miracle serum I've been using. I've been using this quite a bit because I had acne situation. I had a bit, I can't even call it acne, but they're like bumps that I have on my face, and I don't know why they're there. Because when I do this, it's like the skin, something is up. You guys might not see it completely, but you have to see it here when you're sitting with me. And I have a two-sided mirror, so I use the side that magnifies them so that I can really see my problems. Yeah, so it's a beautiful light shade of green. It could be because maybe it has a fragrance, because also fragrances, depending on your skin, sometimes they can do you badly. So if you're someone who reacts mad, you might want to patch test before you use. What does that mean? Put it somewhere and then let it be there. Let me say, put it there for the day and then see if you react to it and such and such. And it's so thin, it just drips on the face immediately. Jesus. Yeah, so that's what we are going to do. Then he has the guidelines, stunning. When I had that mud wrap thing, it took me almost like 3 hours. But because I've experienced it before, I don't need him to capture everything, okay? 60 seconds. Imagine the work we do for just 60 seconds of each. The work we do. Because let me tell you, I'm giving myself like a deadline of 3 p.m. If I leave this house and I'm at the spa at 10 in the morning, my deadline is 3. That's the latest. Because if I could leave at 2 p.m., that would be cute. So 3 p.m. is the latest. Meaning my assistant, who will also be present, has to keep checking the time as well. And be like, oh, guys, we have this left, we have this left. I want to give each treatment 1 hour, 1 hour, 1 hour. And then we're out of there. You know? It's going to be a long day, very, like, it's going to be mentally exhausting for me. So yeah, usually I would ask the videographer to edit. If it's just one treatment, I would ask him to edit it that very moment, and then my videos would go up at 2 p.m. But because there are 3, he can just record all of them and then just go home, work on them. So whenever they are done, you can send them to me. It will be Friday tomorrow, so I don't intend to do any posting because I log off of social on the weekend. So those videos, hopefully the first video can drop on Monday, like that. Or depending on, because also like spa's busy on Monday. It's nice if you start posting it like Wednesday, because I feel now it's midweek. And then someone is like looking out for like, what can I do over the weekend that's relaxing? What can I? Yeah, so I think Wednesday will be a perfect time. Monday it might not work. Monday people are looking like for general like business, like content and stuff. Like if you're a finance content creator, you start talking about serious things on a Monday morning. We're like, because it's a new week, you're ready to fight that day. I'm using the Dynasty cream. We've talked about this here before. She's pretty, she's lightweight. You get, so there's a lot of thought process that's put behind these things, and I really hate the fact that a lot of Ugandans don't understand that. A Ugandan genuinely feels like you grab your phone and you go and do nonsense, but there's a pre-preparation before. Like even if a video is meant to be vibes, there is a pre-preparation we think about before we go and film. If we want the video to be vibes energy, it's still detailed and thought, and there's a thought process. You get me? There's a thought process. I don't just wake up and be like, hey, we are doing which treatments, okay, let's see you tomorrow. No, I start scripting. Like I literally have scripts for all the videos that I did this year. I have scripts for them in my phone. So I have to like just put that in place just so that my mentor is organized, because I think it gives me like a sense of control. It gives me a sense of like, okay, now something is, there's structure here, it's put together, it's great. And that's why it's important that I do that. And the people who are working with me, it's also important that they know what it is they're supposed to do. So my assistant can be taking pictures, the videographer is doing the videography, and then in case of anything, also I'm also present. I'm like, that shot is not good. Like I can always tell if a shot is not good by the way in which someone holds their phone. Like I can tell. I'm like, yeah, that's not going to work. Meanwhile, you're standing there. yeah, so we look at it and I'm like, you know, like check. And they're like, oh my God. Like, see, I told you. I can always tell. I feel like when you do something over and over again, you start to just get used to it. You know what you want. Because I remember when I first started vlogging, oh my God, it was the worst. Oh, honey, I thought I needed everything. I thought I needed every clip. I thought, child, I would go home and like the amount of book clips I would use Vanange for all that time I spent in that place. So now I don't waste time. I just pop into a place, like literally, even if it's an event, I already know what I'm going to film. I just look around, I'm like, I'm done. And people always wonder, like when the video comes out, they're like, I don't remember you. Like, Carol, when did you? Honey, you just have to have like an eye for it. I'm going to add a lip gloss, Cherry Bomb. I really love this lip gloss so much. I really love the pigment. I love the shade of like the pinkness that it has. So nice. And when you put it on, you might think that, oh, it's going to be so bright. It's not. It's not. Oh, it smells so good. Suddenly, I'm craving sweets. That's pretty. Isn't it, darling? I always want to work with people who understand the worth that I'm bringing to the table, what I'm going to do. I like to work with people like that. They're always just such a breeze. And I had a conversation because something happened yesterday. I was very upset. So I reached out to a friend of mine because I feel like he gets me in that regard because he has also dealt with the same issues. Loki, I want to invite him here for a chat with you guys. I really want to invite him. I feel like we are going to have a time with that guy. He's the best. I've known him for years and years and years. Like I'm talking like 12 years and over. I've known him forever. So I was telling him like, hey, this thing, bitchy. He was like, huh? Actually, she just sent me a message. You did? Oh my God. I was like, this show reminds me of Kara and I and Ashinai. He was telling me there's a new show on Netflix. It's called Bad Influencer. If you haven't seen it, go and see it. So he sent me a message 6 in the morning. I was like, dude, why are you awake 6 in the morning watching TV? As in, on a Thursday. He was like, Carrie, you have to watch this. There's this show. I was like, dude, I already watched it. The day it got released, I sat and finished it in one sitting. So he couldn't believe. Anyway, what did I want to say to you guys, darling? So I reached out to him and I was just telling him this story because sometimes you genuinely just want to vent to your friends. Like, I don't understand. And he's listening to me and then he responded. His voiceovers are just energy. I wish I could play for you guys one here, but he really like puts life into me all the time. And he was just telling me the whole thing, like validating me and stuff like that. And I was just so frustrated. And it was around the topic of Ugandans. Sometimes I swear I've thought about this. I was like, I genuinely wish I was not born in this country sometimes. Or I'm like, I feel like I was born in the wrong country. The Ugandans not being forthright, Ugandans copy and pasting, Ugandans not having integrity, Ugandans not having principles. Like me, if I have principles, nganze, and you don't have principles of your own, do not come and try to get me to be like you, putting me in your programs. When I'm reaching out for like a bit of organization, I'm like, hey, is it possible for you to share this so that we can do this? I'm trying to plan ahead. And you're like, no, but I'll just do it tomorrow. Like, you come, then I will just. You're trying to instill your shit on me. No, I don't like that. If you're not that person, then you're not, it's okay. But in that moment, be like, well, this is how baby girl works. Let me facilitate her in this situation so she can show up and do the best work that I need. So you do that to facilitate me. I don't like when people try to put me in the same chaotic world that they're in. If your world is chaotic, let it be. And then we've also had the topic of how sometimes working with businesses, they see like certain things as small and yet they are big for you because that is the way in which you make your money. So because that's the way in which you make your money, you're very particular about each and everything, because each and everything is money lost. I'm sorry. So you have to monitor everything. If you don't, then you're losing money. And also you put work and effort into it. So people need to respect that. If you don't see that and you don't see the purpose of that, then I don't want to work with people like that. I don't want. There are so many other disorganized influencers out there. Go and work with those ones. Go and work with the ones that don't care. You know how a lot of Ugandans are very slow when it comes to things. They're like, okay, next Thursday. Like, we take our time. Like, guys, if you're a foreigner here and you're watching me, Ugandans, we take our sweet time. If you come from a country that's, aggression, and you guys are always like fighting and trying to hustle and make your money on time, Kenya, Nigeria, you can't handle Ugandans. Ugandans, we are slow. Ugandans, if it's 2 p.m. I've gone for lunch. Come back at 4 p.m. Yeah? I'm here. Yeah, sorry, a friend of mine had called. I'm going to be doing a podcast with a friend of mine next week, and he was checking for my availability. It's going to be quite the hot sauce, and I'm looking forward to it very much. So, wait. Sorry, guys. Let me just add something to my calendar. Next week is what? Next week is 18th. Yeah, I'll be available. Just put it in my... I find that if I don't put things in my calendar... if I don't put anything in my calendar, honey, these things don't get done. This cat thing is just annoying me. Why can't it go back? If I don't put whatever it is I'm doing in a week in the calendar, things don't get done. I always have to put it in the calendar. Okay. It's not even a podcast. Let me put sit down. Sit down. We shall be doing it next week. Usually I vlog stuff like this, but I don't think I'll be vlogging the entire interview. I think I'll vlog just me going there, meeting, and then you guys can watch the full episode when it comes out. I think it's only fair for him to get a bit of that traction. Yeah, save. So, where was I? Jesus Christ. Ugandans are very slow. Ugandans are like, Madam, me, I've gone for lunch. So you wait. It's like, oh, I'll get to it when I get to it. There is no sense of urgency. Like, us as Ugandans, we don't have that sense of urgency, period. So if you don't operate in that way, you start to get frustrated. If you're a foreigner and you recently moved to Kampala, you will let me know in the comment section, because Ugandans will get you here. So when you find that this is what's happening, this is the community situation in Kampala, do not change it, because 3 years down the line, you're going to be acting like them. Don't. You still stay in the way in which you work. Okay? Stay in the way in which you work. Like, example, the fact that even just meeting friends sometimes, never keep time. Guys, I don't have a friend in my phone that keeps time. They're not there. Actually, I do. No, I do. But they're not really friends. I'll call them acquaintances. And it's usually like for work stuff. And they understand time is money. And they usually come from far to come into town because they stay a distance. So they are always on time. But I'm saying, like, I will wait. It'll be like 2 p.m. I will be there at 1:30. They won't be there. So initially, it used to frustrate me. There's even one time where a friend told me, oh, I'm coming. I waited. Guys, I picked up my car bag after 45 minutes and I left. When they called me, I was like, I've gone. But Cara, no. But then I realized that, why am I doing this? Because if anything, I'm the one just like putting this pain on myself. So I learned to just deal with it. But I have never like, oh, I know this person is always late. I don't drag. I will still be there on time. But I'll be with my camera. Probably I'll be vlogging. So in a sense, I'm doing something before they get there. And that's the way in which I manage to deal with that. But they're always late. Always. Like, don't change yourself. If you're that type of person, stay the way in which you are, friend. Stay the way in which you are, because there are people who I've met who respect that. Like, because, and I had a meeting with a young lady. She wasn't even young, let me say. I had a meeting with a lady proprietor, well, hoping to do a business in Kampala, but UK based. And she was like, oh, let's meet here. And I showed up. I was there on time, and she was like, wow, I never experienced this. If you find people who are used to that kind of thing, they will appreciate you, and it's something they will tick off. You continue to operate in that way, have a bit of have a standard. Don't be dragged down by these other people who be doing the most, honey. Don't, okay? Don't. So anyways, the convo that I was having with him, and when he sent me the audio of his just frustrations at work, I really felt triggered. I felt triggered hard, because it was giving, when will this end? When will it end, if ever? But no, it's not about to end. We are still going to suffer like that over and over again. So I don't know, just in general, some of the things that I respect people who keep time. I respect people who communicate. I respect people who are very forthcoming. If something is frustrating you, speak on it. If there's something you want to change business-wise and you want us to go a different direction, speak on it. I love people who have courtesy, who call me prior before they do something, which they might, assume, like, I don't know what Kara will think, but let's first give her a call and see if this is okay. I love people who have that form of courtesy, even friendships and stuff. You meet some people, oh my God, oh, I know the perfect person for this, oh my God. You're just sharing my contact without asking me first. No, be like, no, let me first check in with her, see if it's okay to share her number. Okay, thanks. Like, just people who think like before, you know what I mean? People who use brain cells. So I appreciate people like that. I appreciate all those things. I appreciate communication and just showing up in those ways. Most Ugandans are not, and it's okay, but let them stay in their village manners ways, because me, I don't intend to stay there. I intend to keep bettering myself. Just happy that he validated me and I validated him, and then we just ended up laughing over other things, and then we kept it pushing. I'm going to invite him to sit down with us one of these days, and we shall be talking about all sorts of things. Oh, it's not for the faint of heart, and I genuinely believe that he's the type of person where if you're an insecure person, you're going to be very offended by him. Very. What else do I want to talk to you guys about? The update on the house hunting is curtains. I had sent someone there to go and do some measuring vibe situation. Now the house has, of course, the living room, the 2 bedrooms, right? And I was kind of thinking, like, maybe I should leave the 2nd bedroom for now, because I just want to focus on what I'm using. I don't have a plan for the 2nd bedroom just yet. I don't know what I'm going to do in there. I was like, maybe I put it on hold, because when I saw the bill of the curtains, my jaw dropped. I was like, what is this, guys? What's Kampala? What's happening in the world? Things are expensive. Let me just send her an audio. Babes, you know what? I'm thinking, let's first leave the 2nd bedroom. Let's first leave the 2nd. Let's do calculations for the living room, the master, and then the nets in the kitchen area. Yeah, and then later I will figure out the 2nd bedroom, because even when you put the curtains in the 2nd bedroom, I haven't yet decided what I'm going to do with it. It's still on pause, so yeah. We shall, let me tell you, I feel like it's not a competition with how I furnish that place. It's not. I'm going to take my time. And there's this guy on I have a mad crush on this guy. He is called let's say his name here. What if someone goes and tells him? He's called Eli. He's Kenyan. He's a Kenyan influencer. Let me see. I would call him lifestyle, but he's called Eli. He does lifestyle, grooming, menswear, travel, like the whole shebang. And you guys know how I like an accent. We talked about this the other day. He has an accent. UK. I can just be like, I could just hear him talk all day. He's just so cute. and he's a Libra. I've been told Leos vibe with Libra. So I'm like, guys, should I sneak into the DM? I'm not going to do that. I might get blocked, and yet I enjoy his content. Yeah, so they also have like a show in Nairobi. It's called Man Talk. He's one of the hosts, and they just do like really good work. His vlogs, top tier. I want to learn how to vlog the way in which he does. It's so cute. Let me see if I can find like just a picture where he's standing alone. There are not that many. Oh, he's cute.
One of my favorite things is coming back from traveling and sitting in the barber's chair to hear the same question. So, what was your trip? Why I love it is because I get to tell him how once I landed in London, I took some time to spend with my sister and go to our favorite shops before going to a karaoke bar with my friends and singing very much.
It's just so cute. Anyway, I just like to watch people like that from a distance. I just watch them from like the other side. I watch them from a distance. I'm like, oh my god, cute. But it's funny because I can be saying stuff like that. Me, I'm shy when it gets to like guys. I'm so shy. I will just be like, watch you from a distance. I just be like, but me to come and be like, unless I've had some wine. But like usually I'm like, that's why I think in the past, even when people used to have a crush on me, I would never tell. And my friends are bawling. Like, they are laughing. They're like, this chick, like, eyes, uko wapi? The chick can't see squat. And yet me, I'm just like, they're talking to me. I'm like, oh, yeah. I'm not like, I'm in my own world. My friends are like, wait, didn't you see that guy? Which guy? With the one in a black shirt? Really? And I didn't notice. I'm in my own world, vibing my own vibe. I think they were like, this one clearly is not interested. She's just in her own vibes. Yeah, but those ones clearly were not meant to be, because if they were, because that's why I feel like if people look at you and then they're like, oh, like if you're a guy and you're like, oh, she's so cute, so intimidating. I had like this conversation with this guy one time, right? This guy is, I can't even, how do I describe him? But I met him on a deal that I got with LC Waikiki last year. They were launching their new fashion line. I was invited to do content. I was hired to do content. So that's how he came, introduced himself, whatever, we talked, switched numbers. And then at some point, I was in town and I'm like, I'll just go and meet up with him, maybe, because I felt like he really understood the whole influencer situation. We had like a long chat about that. I even invited one of my friends to come and we meet him. Then we had that convo. It was really, really nice. And I remember him texting me once, and he's like, there's a way he broke it down. I hate that I don't have those old messages. But he said something. Oh, guys, I wanted to use my scent for the first time today. I hadn't yet tapped it. So cute. Called 9 p.m. Remember when we went perfume shopping? One of the scents that I had picked, and it's so cute. The curtain chick has responded. I was like, nah, me, I'm not here to spend money like I'm in a mansion. Hell, I'm going to be living on my own. I'm full-blown renting now. I have to start learning how to budget. So this guy was like, there's a way he phrased it, but he phrased it so nice. He phrased it to mean like the way in which I present myself online, because I am very people are like, oh, she's so confident, and you know, I speak my mind. Most of my videos are talking videos and stuff like that. So it was like, some guys can watch that and genuinely be intimidated. They don't see themselves like sending you a DM because, man, they could be shut down or anything like that. And let me tell you something for free. I don't get DMs from guys ever. Like vibing DMs, like the guy is vibing me in the DMs. I don't get those. I get DMs if they're inquiring about something. Like, oh, hi, Carol, hope you're well. I saw this. I just kind of wanted to ask about this. I provide information. I keep it moving. There is no vibing going on in the DMs. In my DMs, there's no vibing. It is dry as the Sahara Desert, darling. Dry. And then this. Remember this? I also got this as well. I haven't started using the other one yet, but this, I have used it before. She's cute. Let's mix. Fabulous, fabulous, darling. I don't, and in a way, I like that I don't get vibed in the DMs because I feel like guys are the ghetto, and people are comparing. People are saying that Instagram is the new Tinder. Apparently, there is legit vibing going on. I know people who met via DM and they are thriving. Couple goals, they are thriving. But I don't know. I'm always I feel some type of way about it. Why? Because it's like if you could vibe me in the DM, then who else are you vibing? That's how I see it. It's like, yeah, if you could, hey girl, then you might be vibing 10 other women. And then here I am accepting. And then also the reason why I'm so biased by it is because I don't like, if I'm to meet a guy, I don't want my guy to be on social media like that. Like by the time he even knows how to do a DM, I don't want to date you. I don't want a guy who's on social at all. It's not that there's anything wrong with that. And like, it's not that I find them simps. They are not. If you're on social media and you're there once in a while, I just don't want a guy on social, period. Just don't want it. I feel like they're up to no good. So no guy on social media, and no guy on Instagram, no guy on Snapchat. I've had stories about what can be happening on Snapchat. I was like, what? That happened? Yeah, they're like, Carol, what world do you live in? Snapchat. So if ever I meet a guy and he's on Snapchat, actually, if anything, and we are on a date, I'll probably just eat that food and leave, and you never hear from me. That one is the one place I will, I can't see, there's no compromise. You have an account? Bye. That is my experience. And it's like, I'm always in the house. Now, when I get my own place, now I'm going to be a homebody. It's giving like, Carol, when shall we? Me getting my own place, I also want to open up that channel of going out for real. But I would love intentional dates. Like if I go for like a wine tasting, or like there's a chef in town and he's going to cook at some place and it's like limited. There are like maybe 12 people, 12 seats. Like I want to go for intimate things. Maybe that would be cute. But sagala gena mchibara, sagala gena mclub, sagala gena mezzo, sagala. What is she talking about? Balcony? Now which balcony? The master bedroom is the one with the bathroom in it. That's the one that I will be using. So that's the one we can capture. The second bedroom was the one on your left. I don't know if you remember. Yeah. She was like, which one is the second bedroom? The one with the balcony door or window? The one with the master bedroom is the one we are using. Didn't you see the room with the master? Wait, does my bedroom have a balcony window? Hold on, I need to check. That girl is confused. The balcony is the one of the living room. Let's go to this apartment. The bedroom doesn't have a balcony door. The balcony is the living room because I'm upstairs. So the living room and the master bedroom, the one that had the bathroom in the room, that is the master. So we are doing living room, master bedroom, and then the kitchen. Yes. I hope she gets it. Let me even send a screenshot. You see the control freak in me. Manang, I was starting to get agitated by people. I wonder what people assume contracts are for. It's like contracts are there for a reason. I don't like when I'm dealing with someone and then they start to deviate from what the contract entails. It's like, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. So there's a business thing that is currently stressing me out, and I'm like, and usually when I start to get agitated by certain deals, I just look to finish them. Like if I signed with you this couple of months, let me finish those months and do them to the best of my ability and then bounce. Like I'm just like, this person it's not good for my mental situation. So that's what I'm currently feeling. It's like the back and forth is always back and forthing. It's like we finish this, there's always something. Or now And I think it's also because, let me tell you guys something, if you're a content creator and you're watching this, especially here in Kampala, work for businesses who have never worked with influencers before. It's rarely that you'll find one and they're very open to whatever it is you're suggesting, because at the end of the day, I feel the page is yours and you know how to run it and you know the way in which you speak to your audience where something will come from it. But don't work for businesses who've never worked for you. Most of them are insane. Most of them will start to micromanage you. Most of them they deviate from what is supposed to be and they start to do things their own way. So just I feel, and not to feel like I'm special or anything, but I work differently than most influencers. I really do, and I really put in my heart and chest. Just let it be somewhere where I'm comfortable, I'm happy, because when I'm happy I feel I create better, I create with ease when there's no stress and everything is just stunning. When a situation is not what it's giving, then I get very frustrated. I start to feel like my mental health is on the line, and if I'm very mentally stressed or exhausted, I can't create. So technically you're affecting my bag, and for those reasons and those reasons only, I'm going to dump you. And by the way, they did something that upset me. Let me break it down for you guys and then let me know your thoughts in the comment section. I had gone to this store, and when I went to this store, I took pictures. And when I took pictures, usually when I'm working with a brand, the pictures that you're supposed to repost are what is where I tag you. Hence why it's easy for you to repost. And there's a reason why I've done my own personal for strictly my page, where that when people are seeing this on my page, they don't expect you to see it anyway. It's almost like it gives it like an exclusive type of I have to take shots for myself. So I do that, then towards the end I will tag the business, do your thing. So what they did is that they didn't even screenshot. Actually, before screenshotting, they didn't call me to ask if that was okay, but it's not, because what we signed our agreement was they are not allowed to do that. But they didn't call me to ask. They simply went, downloaded an app, because every time you want to remove a story on Insta stories, there are apps that do that, in case you didn't know. Download the app, take the link of my story, put it in the app, it will show you whatever thing you have downloaded, then download it. It's as simple as that. So they downloaded it with my captions and everything, and then went and posted on theirs. So I'm just I think it was the next day where I'm looking at this thing, I'm like, wait, these are my pictures. Where are my pictures here? Oh, sorry, I didn't know they did that. It wasn't me, I wasn't aware. Now that doesn't, I don't know the people who work for you. I know that you own the place, and I know that you're the one who handles the page. So you're the one who went, downloaded an app. Do you know the amount of time it takes to do that? So it's no, it's just a process of you doing that is what's bothering me. You couldn't pick up the phone and be like, hey girl, I hope you're well. Is it okay? Because you might be surprised by how just when you call someone, what they could accept. I could be like, oh, it's fine. Actually, you know what? Let me send them to you. Do you understand? It takes nothing. It's the fact that they don't ask you about it. They just go behind your back, do stuff. So they post it. I am trying to speak to you and be like, who did this? Da-da-da. You're denying it. At least the best you can do is tell me the truth, because at least then I can respect you. I don't respect people. You got caught. Say, I am sorry. Oh my God. I'm sorry. I genuinely thought that this was not a big deal. I genuinely thought. Went and talked about me to someone, and that information got back to me, and I was like, hey babes, hi, so I didn't know that you were feeling this kind of way. I was told that have some balls, say yes, I did say that. But there's nothing. You're there denying, yet you've been caught with your pants down. And then after that it is, and I'm so sorry bitchy, and I'm like, listen, it's fine. Which it was, by the way, you guys. It was fine. I have communicated that to you. Hopefully you know how to do better next time. But Because you posted those images without my consent on your page, and I'm currently working for you, I'm going to count them as work deliverables. It's as simple as that. Guys, I'm sorry. Is this not a fair play? Let me know in the comment section. Because me, I feel like this is a fair play. Because that's my work. I took time to take those pictures. People pay me money to take pictures and post them in my stories. They pay me money for that. You're playing with my money. So in order to even this out, let me count it as work deliverable. No, oh my God, please, Carol, I've already said sorry. I've apologized. Like, I've taken them down, I've deleted, but please don't. And then they send me paragraphs. Me, I'm not seeing paragraphs. Me, I'm just seeing a disrespect to my business. I'm not disrespecting your business. I haven't done anything wrong that represents your business badly. So by God, you respect mine. And you will do that by counting those as deliverables and taking ownership for your actions. Accountability. Why don't people like to be accountable? You get? Be accountable. That turned me off, by the way. You've been caught with your pants down. You've lied. And then you want me to just throw that in the trash and then come back and do content for you. Do you see the Kamani, you're in this position? So that's what I'm saying. Ugandans, they do things like this. And it's not like I'm generalizing the entire country. I'm sure there are people out there who are perfect. In fact, I know there are people out there who are perfect. But majority of them have been playing such games, you know? So, oh no, bichi. Me, I was like, that's not going to change. And by the way, guys, let me tell you here for free. Me, I'm a woman of principle. Because I feel if you've been caught and you're sorry, like you say you are, then count them as deliverables because you're sorry. But no, you're sorry, but you're saying, no, but then I come back and film stuff for you for stories and then disregard what you did. Rules are going to be set next year. Rules are going to be set. I promise. Me, I'm not dealing with this chapa kuku nonsense. I'm not. I'm not.